What up, y'all? You tuned in to the 52 Scott Podcast. Welcome to this edition of Black Friday. I'm your host, Slash, and with me I got Comedian 96, K Money, and Freddie G. Together, we the Mind of Men. Don't forget to like and subscribe, plus follow us on Twitter, 52 Scott Podcast, on Instagram and Facebook, the 52 Scott Podcast. All right, welcome back to another episode of Black Friday. So, blacklisted, of course, we know that there's been a lot of people blacklisted, celebrities, politicians, just regular people, of course. Now, let me give you the meaning of blacklisted. Blacklisted generally means being excluded from something or denied certain privileges, often due to perceived misconduct or being considered undesirable. So, the first person I want to talk about that I know was definitely blacklisted was Monique. Monique was blacklisted from Netflix. She had blacklisted, and I think what her issue with being blacklisted. Now, why they blacklisted her, I don't know.
We're still trying to figure that out.
But she was blacklisted, and I think she spoke out on it because she was saying, "Hey, they pay the men more for the movies than they want to pay her."
Sometimes they don't want to hear the truth because if you remember, Taraji P. Henson had the same fight. She was temporarily blacklisted. Nobody didn't want to work with her after that Oprah thing, but that didn't last long because you see, she just did two new movies. She got Taraji. Yeah, they got another movie with Denzel that's on Netflix too. Her and Taraji's on it. God, just seen the title the other day. Yeah, but
the new Tyler Perry one you talking about, is that Straw?
Straw.
Straw.
That's Tyler Perry.
That's Tyler Perry.
Yeah,
Straw is by Tyler Perry, but she also has another Netflix with Denzel. She just came out. She's a assassin, basically. They're both assassins.
So yeah, Monique, and she spoke out, and she said the reason why she claims she's blacklisted is because she spoke out about the amount of money that some of these people want to pay others, and they don't want to pay the female, a black female, I'm guessing, was what her issue was. But there's been others blacklisted in entertainment. Now, here's one. She's a long time ago, and I used to watch Sanford and Son all the time, and he used to mention this lady. This is how I know of her. Lena Horne.
Oh, yeah.
Lena was blacklisted?
Yeah, she was blacklisted. Of course, she faced blacklisting during what was called the Red Scare era, due to her alleged ties to communism. So she was vocal about civil rights, and you know how the entertainment industry, the people who run it,
you ain't lying,
they're gonna have something to say. If they don't like,
your views and your
views and your ideas, right, they'll blacklist you, because what a lot of them feel like is they can treat people however they want. This is how they do, and this is what they will do. It's a lot of people been blacklisted, and sometimes we hear that word blackballed. It's a lot of people been blackballed. I want to say maybe Martin was blacklisted due to they didn't like his attitude or whatever it was he did when he got high and burned off or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Shorted his career a little bit. It took him a little time to get back in the game, but eventually a strong-minded person will get back in the game and overcome whatever those issues are where people kind of hold them back.
I think it's easy for comedians to get, especially if you have a lot of specials.
Yeah.
And you have a lot of it, some type of stage work. All it takes is for you to say this one thing.
Yeah.
As a comedian, you on stage for an hour, you gonna slip up. You gonna say something about gays. You gonna say something about racism.
And right there,
you gonna say something about religion. You gonna say
the main thing. Most comedians, and I've watched Dave Chappelle get on stage, and he's gonna joke around. But the one thing that he will say is he don't have nothing against gays.
Right, he does.
Because there's so much backlash when you mention something on that behalf. But now, what about black people? If white people get on there and say something about black people in a negative form or negative fact, we really don't even have there is no backlash.
Nothing happens.
We may say something, but it's only gonna go so far, which makes it unfair. But the minute a black person does something, because we know who control the entertainment industry, it's not the black man. You know, so anytime the black man says something, it's kind of like when they mention LeBron, shut up and dribble.
Right.
That's the same thing.
The same thing.
That's blacklisted.
That's swept up. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You don't say nothing. You do what we tell you. That's it. Yeah. It's too much of that goes on. I mean, it goes on in big corporations, and a lot of times I don't think, if y'all not really paying attention, this probably makes no sense to you. But at the same time, you have to be. You have to think about the person that you are. You have to watch what you say. You have to, you know, if it, you. Now I'm not saying sit down and don't say nothing and let it affect you. No, I'm not saying that. I'm saying speak up on it, but know how to say something without having an attitude or getting upset, because people are already looking at you as the ignorant black man.
Right.
So just watch how you say stuff. You know, watch how you treat people that you work with, because that can also affect you. Now I'm gonna tell you about one guy. Do y'all remember that guy that was on Grey's Anatomy?
Which one?
Isaiah Washington.
Isaiah Washington. Man, he got blacklisted a long time.
And it messed up his career.
He's from Houston.
It messed up this man's career. You know what I'm saying? And he appeared in several Spike Lee films, and I didn't know that.
Yeah.
He was in Crooklyn.
He was in Crooklyn.
I didn't know that.
He was in
Clockers
6.
Was that Girl 6?
Girl 6.
Yeah, he was in that, and I think I saw his performance in Girl 6.
Yeah,
because I like that movie.
He was in a movie with Aaliyah before she had passed.
The last one, the last
Romeo
one
Must Die.
Romeo Must Die.
Romeo Must Die.
Yeah.
Well, he was blacklisted. You know, I think because of some political view. No, because he said something during an episode or a shooting. You know, they filming whatever. He said something, and the people didn't like what he said
about gays
on the set. Yeah, and then he turned around and said it again.
Yeah,
on something else, and then he had been blacklisted, and you haven't seen him much since then. So I'm just saying, it's horrible the way blacklisting is affecting us as black people.
Slash, you mentioned blackball earlier. Is there a difference between being blackballed and blacklisted?
So blackball, let me give you an example of blackball. So a music artist works with a certain record label, which works with a certain distributor.
Where you're going, okay.
So the label has something against this artist, or the artist did something that the label don't approve of. The artist not on the label no more. The artist then went and done their own independent thing, but you still got to deal with a distributor, with a distributor. So what the label can do, because they have a little more power and a little more money than the artist, they can call over or go meet with whoever the person, the company distributing the music, and say, hey, don't do this. Give him this back.
So which one's worse, blacklisted or blackballed?
I think they both bad.
Well, the reason why I asked that is because I know we left Monique, but I want to go back to her a little bit. You look at comedians like Godfrey, even Kevin Hart,
right,
Cat Williams, Dave Chappelle a little bit. They've been blackballed or listed. That's why I asked. But Monique has not recovered yet. It's been years. And you get what I'm saying? Now so all those other comedians, they're back.
That's blacklisted.
Yeah.
It just takes a toll on their career.
Yeah, and then they back in it.
Yeah.
But Monique, it seems like she's not recovering.
Well,
even Taraji, she was blacklisted with the Oprah thing.
Here's the thing. With Monique, she still got a chance. She just got to stop being so bitter about what happened and move forward. She's got to push forward. She got to get some scripts. She got to do these scripts. She got to do some. She got to start getting in the people's face that's doing the movies. When they have scripts, she need to say, give me that one, give me that one, give me that one, and do her best to get in there, because they can blacklist you, but there's a different director got another movie, and if they like you and they don't mind paying the price, now you may have to accept the same money that they were going to give you over there.
Yeah, you might get.
But if you want to get back in this industry and stop worrying about what happened and what the past was, then you're going to have to move forward towards the future and take what these people offering you.
I think that's going to be her test when they do finally let her back in.
Now, she was only blacklisted in the acting,
movies
and stuff like that, not the comedy world.
I haven't seen a stand-up from Monique.
Didn't Cat Williams put her on his tour?
Yeah, but it didn't last long. But I don't think she did the whole tour. On top of that, she did one comedy with Just Niche in 16, I think. 2016, 17, one of them. But I haven't seen nothing from her since. Like, really. I haven't seen nothing. No stand-ups, no specials, no nothing, no movies, no nothing.
Now, movie-wise, I know she had beef with Tyler Perry and Lee Daniels, right?
And it's all of them. That whole circle.
Yeah, see, these are all of
them.
Right.
So comedy wise, she had recently, probably maybe like a year ago, an issue with D.L. Hughley. There was something going back.
Exactly.
But and here's the thing though. A lot of people are saying that she's difficult to work with.
Yep, I heard that. That's what I heard.
And so sometimes, and I'm not saying that this applies to Monique, but sometimes that could be self-inflicted.
Yeah.
If you come in with a diva attitude and you're difficult to work with, there could be a little, people might not want to deal with you.
Hey Slash, I wonder if you're gonna hit this one guy. I know you. I'm gonna wait till your list, but
if I don't, you do it.
Yeah.
Because he might not be on there.
I got one.
He's in the same boat as Monique. That's why. But I'll tell you.
Go ahead, K. Money. You got one?
Yeah. The Baby was blacklisted. I thought. He was on top, and he made a homophobic comment.
Right.
Ooh, that was
right.
And his concept was.
He was blacklisted
5 years ago.
for that.
5 years ago. That's a long time.
Wow, man, I tell you, it's crazy. Oh, Stacey Dash.
Oh yeah,
you remember Stacey Dash? You used to see her on everything,
and then she went crazy.
But she was
just AFU.
She faced a lot of criticism for her
Republican
conservative political views.
That's right.
And she was blacklisted.
So let me ask you: if she was blacklisted, would you say that's more so from the movie standpoints or Hollywood or from the black community?
Movie standpoint.
She got flack from, I think, the black community too.
The only thing she got after being blacklisted was minor roles, small roles. She never got a lead role
again. Like Clueless.
Like Clueless. She was in big. She was really big at one point.
That was probably her biggest role though in Clueless.
Clueless probably was, because that was what do you call it? That was an everyday show,
Mo
right?
Money was when we knew her. The movie Mo Money. Stacey Dash, she was with
Damon. She was never like an A-list actor or nothing like that. She was kind of known for her beauty.
Exactly.
Or whatever, but she wasn't never really an A-list actor.
That ass though.
But it seemed like she was more so blackballed from the black community. Or I don't know.
Yeah, and that's crazy. Now supposedly Dame Dash is her cousin.
Mm-hmm.
Really?
Yeah.
I thought that was I thought they were brother and sister.
No, they're cousins.
Oh, okay.
I never knew that.
Yeah, it's been a lot of musical artists blackballed. Of course, I know.
Since we on the Dashes, did Dame Dash get blackballed?
Are kind of blacklisted a little bit. I don't know. I think he was just forced out of a business and forced to have to kind of keep up on his own. I won't say he was blacklisted or blackballed because he's still in the game. I think he just had a situation.
What project has he done?
So would you say he was screwed over?
There you go.
Yeah, I say that. Okay. I will say that he was kind of screwed, but how can I say that when I didn't see the paperwork? How can I say that when I don't know what he agreed to with Jay? Mm-hmm. We just know what we hear, but I think that he probably could have been blacklisted in a sense.
Yeah.
If he wasn't screwed over, because I'm saying because of what I hear, but I don't know.
Because that man, I'm gonna tell you, man, that dude is always working. I mean, they had the liquor, he's doing everything, clothes.
He still do a lot of stuff, man.
Yeah, but you don't see anything, no artist he releases, none of that.
He did have somebody.
He had somebody?
I can't think of what it is right now. I don't want to take my mind away from where we are, but he did have an artist recently that's a known artist that has the Rockaware piece.
Okay.
The Rockefeller piece, I mean.
Rockefeller.
Yeah. So, it is what it is, man. And Harry Belafonte, another one. He was blacklisted a long time ago, because he was also a civil rights civil rights activist.
Yeah, he was.
And you know, back in those days, it was already hard enough for a black man to be in the film industry. So you really had to watch the stuff that you did, the stuff that you said. They let you in because you were what was called, what's that word for a black actor back in the day? I can't think of it. Step and fetch.
Step and fetch. Okay.
So they loved you because of that. You know what I mean? But at the same time, you still a civil rights activist that's kind of against white policies. So they're going to have some issues with you. So he was blacklisted for that. And again, anybody that's civil rights, you know, you stand strong on black and everything black is, you know, probably how you're wired.
You know what? A lot of singers as well. What's his name? Not another singer as well. My favorite one, Nat King Cole, civil rights stuff.
Yeah.
He got towards the end. He got blackballed as well. I forgot about.
I didn't know he was black.
Yeah. They had a whole show on him with his daughters, and they talked about it.
Yeah. That's just like I didn't know Harry Belafonte was from Jamaica.
No, I didn't know that.
I didn't know that. Yeah, he was a Jamaican guy, man. Yep. So Paul Robinson, man. Paul Leroy Robinson, bass baritone concert artist, actor, professional football player, and activist. Now you see what he was into.
That was all back all the 60s and all that, huh? 60s, 70s.
And you know, he was famous for his cultural accomplishments and for his political stances. So of course he's gonna be blackballed because he's doing everything, and you know these people don't like that, man. I mean, it is what it is.
Yeah.
Back in those days, and these are older, you know, musicians, and life was different back then.
You can't have a Martin Luther King movement. You better not.
We came a long way.
Yeah.
Here goes somebody that was blackballed but was able to come from underneath it. Muhammad Ali.
Yeah.
I was just about to ask about Ali and
Jim Brown.
Well, Jim Brown and
Jim
Kareem.
Brown.
You know, because they all were in that same era, but you don't really hear about Kareem being blacklisted or blackballed or.
That's because here's what I believe. Those three, when it comes to Kareem, Muhammad Ali, and Jim Brown. For Muhammad Ali, he spoke out against war and the draft and all the stuff they want to incarcerate and whatever, but he was still able to perform in his profession to where you win them back on your side. With Kareem, he was still hooping and still balling.
And still winning.
With Jim Brown, the difference with him is that he left sports and went into acting. Now you're in Hollywood, they'll cut your movies.
Oh, that's right. He did.
Now let me ask y'all this: do y'all think Michael Jordan was somewhat blacklisted?
No,
I
don't think so.
I wouldn't think so.
I don't think so.
You don't think that when his dad was murdered, or what was the term we using instead of
Unalive?
Unalive.
I think he's more blacklisted by black folks now.
Yeah, I don't think so.
But
Michael Jordan, man, I used to like that dude, man. But now that more stuff I'm learning about him,
he blacklisted himself.
He wasn't right.
From the black
he wasn't
community.
right.
Yeah,
That's what I'm saying. The more you learn about somebody now,
He's been blacklisted.
Very egotistical.
by the black community.
And see, that's what we don't need more of. If you're gonna be a successful black man, at least be a black man first. You know what I'm saying? And when I say be a black man, black men love their people. You know, they treat their people with love, with respect. That's what a black man does.
Yeah.
But when you get this X amount of money up under a black man, some of them forget their color, forget where they came from. You know what I mean? And the only thing I think what made Michael Jordan be blacklisted in the black community were some of the things that he said. Some of the things that we know that he probably had something, because I heard the fact about the Chameleonaire situation, you know, where he said he wasn't taking no pictures with no niggas.
Yeah.
Come on, bro.
I'm gonna share something with you, and I'm gonna be paraphrasing on this statement, but when he was selling them Jordans like that, when he was selling the Jordan shoes, and the question was along the line something dealing with the political realm.
Right.
And I wasn't into politics back then like I am today, right? And so he made a comment to the effect of when they was talking about the shoes, and they was alluding to the fact that, hey, for us black people, you know, you make shoes for the black folk, but he and whatever. He was like, Republicans buy shoes too, and so there was kind of a politically correct way to slight the black community a little bit, and so basically, little comments like that. I didn't understand it back then, but now I see it with a different lens.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. And that's crazy.
Republicans buy shoes too.
That's crazy because basically what he was saying was if they can't afford them, there's people over here that can afford them. But here's the reason why I think his shoe had to be that expensive, because you got those people in your pocket, and the only way you was gonna get any money out of it was for it to be super high.
Yeah,
because they finna eat off you. This is what they used him for.
And they had too many other players that came in the league with $10 shoes. Stephon Marbury had that $10. Looks like the Jordan shoe, but it wasn't.
Nah, it don't look like the Jordan shoe.
Well, it has a man, but it's a cricket dunk.
Check it out. Check it out though. I will credit his mom, Michael Jordan's mom, for forward thinking, because when he signed with Nike, that wasn't the shoe to sign with.
Right.
Mm-hmm. It was weapons. Mm-hmm. It was the Larry Birds, the Cons.
The Cons.
See,
Converse.
That wasn't the shoe to sign with. Right. But his mom was forward thinking. Nike was really on the cool, up and coming brand.
They wasn't hot yet.
They wasn't there.
Right.
So his mom was forward thinking, and for him to get some sort of stock in the shoe. Mm. So now when you're making this money, and now when you got this stock, it may not be the green
really
up
making
front.
Some money now.
So I give his mom
which
the
was
credit
smart for his mom.
Thinking.
Yeah. I mean, now what about here's who I think was blacklisted. Prince.
Oh yeah,
Prince was blacklisted.
Definitely.
That's the minute he changed his name to the artist formerly known as. This is why he changed it, because he was blacklisted.
But he was jamming when he changed it.
Yeah, well, the record label wanted to control him. Yeah. You remember the cover? He wrote "slave" on his forehead.
That's right.
The label was trying to take the majority of the money, which we already know in the music industry, the label is going to get their money first, off the muscle. Whatever they put into the project, whatever they spend, whatever you cost them, that's coming back first. Well, whatever the case was, what I know is most artists, even groups, there's a 3% is what you get out of your record sales. Whether it's 4 of y'all or 1 of y'all got to split this 3%.
Damn.
So now when you look at that, and Prince is self-made, and what I mean with self-made, the man make his own music and he write his own songs. Why am I accepting 3% from you? I need to sell my own shit. So they blacklisted him, and he ended up going. This is when websites first came out. Prince had a website you could go to and order his music. You couldn't go to the record store. You ordered his music offline. He was the first artist to do that. So, and in actuality, he opened up some doors that I think people didn't even look in to walk through.
Yeah.
Because he set a standard for musicians to, if they understood, man, look, you could do this and put your music out on your own.
And just make your own website.
And just make your own money.
Yeah, your own website, your own money.
And you ain't got to pay nobody.
Yeah.
But it's been so, he was the only one that did it. There's some others that probably tried, but Prince was successful with it.
Yeah.
So commended him for that, man. But again, blacklisting, I think, is something, horrible for anybody to have to go through if you are preparing yourself for something larger, and all they're gonna do is just knock you down and make it hard because of something that you say, which is another reason why I say you always have to watch what you say. But Comedian 96, you had something?
Yeah, my guy, you didn't name him. The guy from It's Hard Out Here for Pimp. What's his name?
Terrence Howard.
Terrence Howard.
Yeah. Now he's nothing.
But you know what? He's a very intelligent black man.
I think that's why they blacklisted him.
I think some of that was self-inflicted, though.
Yeah, I think so too. Well, Monique was self-inflicted. You think about it, she was talking too much.
Yeah, I think that was self-inflicted.
Yeah. I think
but Terrence is a very intelligent dude, I think, and I don't know why he's not where he should be, because he was getting all of the major roles.
He was.
And everything. After, what was that? Not Power. Was it Power? Empire.
Empire.
Man, wasn't he one of them superheroes?
Yep, and he was a superhero. Yep.
He was, and then he ended up losing that role to I don't want to say Downey Jr.
I don't know that man.
One of the, what's the Iron Man movie?
It was Downey Jr.
One of them.
That's who played Iron Man.
Okay. Well, anyway, he was one of them superheroes in one of them movies.
Yeah.
And that movie became, like hot in different
series,
spin-offs or whatever series. So.
Yeah, I just hate to see that happen to some of us, But that brings me to my black fact that you can't take back. Now, my black fact for this show is going to be Colin Kaepernick. Reason why I say that is y'all know he was the football quarterback, and what he did was took a knee, during the national anthem, which the people don't like that. You're supposed to stand at attention
and put your hand on your
heart or your chest or whatever you call it. But he was man enough to say, you know what, I'm not gonna give y'all props because what you're saying in there goes against the black man. Even though y'all make it seem like it is for us, but it's really not. He took a knee. The people, didn't like that. So, for racial inequality, he was standing up for racial equality by taking a knee. They didn't like that. So, they told him, you can't play football. You'll never throw another ball in the NFL. And that's exactly what happened. But I want to say to Colin Kaepernick, man, it takes stronger people like you in order to stand for what we should believe in. And if it was more people like you, I think the world would be a much better place. So shout out Colin Kaepernick, man, and man, do good at whatever you continue to do, bro, because your name's still out here and I see you. Holla back.
So that's gonna do it for this episode of Black Friday. Hit that like button and subscribe. Follow us on Instagram and Facebook, The 52 Scott Podcast. On Twitter, at 52 Scott Podcast. Check us out on Monday for Music Mondays. See y'all then. So all them artificial man jokes, we do it natural from the